Nightfall, how much common sense do you think you have? Well, take this test to know, and please make sure to not overcomplicate your answers.
Wow, quiz!
Let's start with something rather easy. If you throw a red stone into the blue sea, what will the stone become? 3, 2, 1. Feel free to pause if you think you need more time. Easy. The stone becomes wet. It's a common sense test. The colors here don't matter, but in the next question they will. Mary's mother has 7 daughters named red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and indigo. What is the name of the 6th daughter? Violet would complete the rainbow colors, I know, but the answer is right in the question. It's Mary. A woman who lives in a bungalow loves color yellow. All things inside her house are yellow: walls, chairs, tables. So, what do you think is the color of the stairs? Hey, don't be fooled. It's a bungalow, which means it has only 1 floor. There is no stairs there. Now, from house to building, a building that has 4 offices was burning. Office 1 was a bank, so there's a lot of money. Office 2 was a law firm, so there were a lot of important documents. Office 3 was a shop that had the best quality cell phones in town. Office 4 was a factory that makes cardboard boxes. Which room should the cops start putting out the fire first? Well, before you guys argue, let me remind you, cops don't put out fires. Firefighters do, okay? Remember, common sense test. And speaking of fire, if you're inside a really dark room and you have a gas lamp, a bunch of papers and a candle, but you only have 1 match, what would you light first? Hiya, it seems like 78% of you are not subscribed yet. I would really appreciate if you joined the Nightfall and subscribed for more powerful videos. Back to the video. Any of the 3 would be good fire starters, but of course, the first thing you need to light is the match. Now, from fire to the rain. You see a man walking in the rain without a hat or umbrella, yet not a single hair on his head got wet. Why is that? Well, it's simple. Not a single hair got wet on his head because he's bald. Now let's go to something more tricky. If a plane crashes right on the border of Venezuela and Colombia, where should the survivors be buried? Stop thinking about the international border laws, because just why would you bury the survivors? Next, before Mount Everest was discovered, what was the tallest mountain? It's still Mount Everest, because it's always been there, it's just no one knew about it until 1852. Okay, now time for a word game. Which word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? Don't think too much, because the answer is right in the question. The word is short. When you add 2 letters, E and R, it becomes shorter. Okay, this time listen very carefully. What do you use to cut a piece of paper, put paint on a canvas, and write on a blackboard? To cut a piece of paper, use scissors. To put a paint on a canvas, use a brush. And to write on a blackboard, use chalk. Very simple, isn't it? I told you, do not overcomplicate things. And I bet after all of this thinking, you are slowly getting hungry. Here, have some cupcakes and let's move to the next question. If you have 12 cupcakes in a box and you have 12 friends, how can you give a cupcake to each friend while still leaving one in the box? Give the 11 cupcakes to 11 friends, leaving one cupcake in the box, and then give that box with the cupcake in it to your 12 friends. Now for our last question. What is the beginning of eternity, the end of time, the beginning of every end, and the end of every place? I'm gonna let you think about this for a second because it's a little bit more complicated, but I'm sure you will come up with an answer. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I hope you are getting it right. The answer is one letter. It's letter E. Nightfall, this was actually very fun. I hope it was also fun for you. See, this just goes to show that sometimes we don't need to overcomplicate things. We just need to use our common sense. And I still have one last question though. What do I say after this test? Well, to all the viewers who know Wow Quiz is that I will see you in the next
Wow Quiz!
System shut down.